Working with creative arts materials and what we do in creative arts therapies is basically trying to get you to get more flexible. So obviously when you come to creative arts therapies at COPE, you come with a presenting issue. That's the starting point for doing therapy. When we are working with different modalities and different media, it is always about changing perspective. It is creating a lot of flexibility in yourself to think differently, to find different solutions, make choices all the time. And that helps you also in your daily life. So creative arts therapies can be used to help you develop more self-growth. It can help you to change perspective by using different modalities. It can support you in make better choices in your daily life, assist you in finding solutions to presenting issues or problems. And overall, creative arts therapies are a good way of helping your body and mind to heal. So the different modalities that I'm working with are movement, drama, visual arts, music, and play therapy. So one of my absolute favorites in working in creative arts therapies is to work with fabrics, because fabrics have different textures and we can create stories with fabrics. We use our whole body while we lay out stuff. We can paint on the floor. Sometimes I work with clients in a collaborative effort. Sometimes clients do it on their own. So this is part of the modality working with movement and with drama. It includes storytelling, it includes movement patterns that are integrated in working with the fabrics. They have different feel, they bring up different memories, perhaps from the past, that clients start to share or remember, can touch, and you do something. It takes the mind off putting too much pressure on the spoken word. So while you're doing it, it's kind of easier to put words to what you do. Building a mandala with different natural materials. We use shells, little rocks. Often this is an activity that helps, especially clients suffering from anxiety, to calm them down when they come into the space. Making connection with different natural materials, also keeping them in their hands, touching the surface with their fingers, bringing their awareness to very small little things that we often forget in our daily lives. We often don't look at the details of things. So building a mandala is also a good reminder of putting attention to details. We can link it to our own lives. How life is built of different experiences that we have. Good experiences and not so good experiences. Of things that make us feel great and things that make us feel sad or frustrated. So in using visual art materials, we have a broad range of materials that we use. We use crayons, we use pencils, pens, we use acrylics, and then with some of the clients, I start doing books. Clients get a second-hand book that they can choose and then make it their own. And it's getting their journey. So every time they come in to the session, they can do an image, or they just find words in a page and create an expressive poem with that, using different materials, using different techniques. There is no end to the imagination of the client. I believe every person holds their creativity inside, and it's just a matter of unleashing their creativity, allowing the creativity to come forward. And here at Cope, when we enter this space, this creative space, there is always enough materials that you can use to find a connection to your own imagination, find a way of getting your creativity out. So very often people say, oh, I can't really draw. And I think especially with drawing and painting, because we learned at school, it has to look a certain way. We are more critical of ourselves than when we use other materials. But with this, we automatically start criticizing ourselves. So what I often encourage clients to do is to use their non-dominant hand and to give that a go, because that takes away the critical mind. I can't really force my non-dominant hand to do something the way that I want it to be. So I have to be more open to experimentation. So it is really about expressing yourself with color, expressing yourself with strokes that you make with different materials. It is not about painting nicely, drawing nicely. It is about expressing your feelings. The explaining happens through the creative process. And that's sometimes easier. And sometimes people start talking while they are doing, because they can loosen up and they do something else. It's not like an interrogation. It's really like being in this space, feeling safe in this space, and expressing yourself with whatever is available. Anyone can do creative arts therapies. And I think it's especially important for people who do not do creative stuff in their daily lives, that they can explore that in a safe environment like the therapy space.